This velvety voice has been charming the world since the early 80s. I'm talking with Daniel O'Donnell. You've got 2 shows coming up, one in Brantford and one in Chatham that are close to us. Tickets are available at danielo'donnell.org. How are you? You're talking to me from Ireland?
That's right, Dana. I'm here in Ireland. We don't leave until, we start on the 9th of September in Halifax, and then we make our way across. We're in Ottawa, and then coming to Brantford and Chatham then on the 12th in Brantford, and I think it's the 14th in Chatham.
Yep, at the Capitol Theatre, 7 p.m. We are so excited for that show. And so you're making your way across Canada?
Yeah, well, we will. We start on the 9th of September. And we've never been to either Brantford or Chatham. I mean, we've been around, different parts of Ontario, but we've never been to Brantford or Chatham. So it's a new territory for both shows. We're looking forward to it.
When you're traveling and performing, do you get to go enjoy the towns and cities that you go to?
Well, it depends whether we're just coming from somewhere the night before or whether we have a day off. Sometimes if we have a day off in the city or the town, we might get to do a bit of sightseeing. But a lot of the time we're, just traveling and getting there in the morning and doing the show and then going away in the night, after the show. But I think maybe we might have a day off around Chatham, so I'm sure we'll see some of the sights there.
And you have to get rid of that jet lag too. How does that work for you?
You get used to that too. I travel a lot, so you just go with the flow.
Is there a trick that you have?
Not really, no. It's hard enough, I suppose, sometimes, but I try just to do the show for the first couple of days and rest as much as I can otherwise. And then you don't be long getting into the swing of things. Do
you love the traveling portion of music, or is it studio and making albums? Because you have so many and you've achieved multi-platinum status and topped the charts with how many albums?
My favourite thing, I'll answer the first question anyway, my favourite thing is touring. I do record, I'm about to release my 50th album, believe it or not.
Oh my goodness.
But all of that is done because I tour. I love the live shows. Now, I don't tour as much as I used to. I'm not cutting down too much, but just having a bit more time off. We have 3 grandchildren now, and, priorities change a wee bit. You try to divide the time, to get some family time as well. But I love the live concert more than the recording, more than anything other aspect of the music business. For me, the live show is what I get the most out of.
A lot of your fans love your live shows. It just feels like each and every one of them. Are you feeling like a vibe off of the crowd? Like, are you paying attention to the people that you can see past the lights?
Oh, Lord, you do. You get a great feeling from the audience. And I do, know a good few people. I don't know, I know people in Chatham and Brantford. I probably will know some, but I meet anybody that wants to wait after the show. So because of that, it's giving me the opportunity that if we go back somewhere a number of times, you see familiar faces and you get to know people on the few meetings that you can, few return visits. So down through the years, I've gotten to know a lot of people.
There's probably people that are reoccurringly at your shows. Will I see the same show in Brantford as I would in Chatham, or are you taking from these 50 albums and mixing it up?
It depends, It's never written in stone. There'll be a lot of the same songs because I suppose people come to hear songs that they get to know, over the years. But if somebody, requests a song, it's not written in stone. If we can make a stab at it, if you know what I mean by a stab, if you can do any job on it at all, should we try to do it?
And so the band you travel with, they know, are these the same guys that are in the studio with you?
Some of them, yeah, and some of them weren't born when I recorded some of the songs, unfortunately. Yeah. The senior member of the group, now there's only one guy older than me, the drummer. The rest are all in their 30s, so they weren't around when I recorded some of the first songs, but they're very, very accomplished. I sometimes don't know how they can do it. I can say to them, oh, well, we do this, and all of a sudden they have it off and away they go.
For anyone who has not seen you live, you can get tickets on the website, danielo'donnell.org, and it's traditional music, country music. Is that what you grew up on?
Yeah, well, it's a mix of country and, some Irish ballads, a wee bit of 50s and 60s, a bit of inspirational music. Country music is very, very popular in Ireland. That really, and a lot of the traditional country, like we loved Charlie Pride here, and George Jones and Tammy Wynette and Loretta Lynn and all the, Buck Owens, all these, and Dolly, of course. We love Dolly. Mm-hmm. But I love the traditional country. So if I sing country, it'll be the traditional stuff,
And I love the story about the poem that your mother, Julia, wrote, My Lovely Island Home. You recorded that, right?
We'll probably do that on the show. We've been doing it, and people love to hear it and the story behind it. So we'll most likely do that on this tour. My mother came from a little island off the coast of County Donegal. It was called Owey Island. And around the mid-70s, the last people left, and it became uninhabited. And on the last day, when the last families were leaving, she wrote a poem called My Lovely Island Home. And then I was doing an album. I haven't written a lot of songs, but I've written a few. So I was putting together an album of all the songs I'd written. And I said to my mother, I said, Mom, I think we'll have a go at making your poem into a song. So she was thrilled, She got to hear it, and she used to if we go to the shows and I'd sing it, she would be delighted. So she lived to be a good age. She was almost 95 when she died in 2014, 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to hear all of the stories that you have for us, and of course your beautiful music when you come to Chatham, and another show in Brantford. The Brantford show is September 12th and then September 14th at the Capitol Theatre in Chatham. Thank you so much, Daniel, for taking the time with me, and we'll see you there.
No, Dana, thank you. Look forward to seeing you. Thanks a million, and hopefully we'll see a lot of people at both shows. Take care, and thanks for your time.